We are moving forward on a zoning docket, but the ordinance that normally follows will be withheld until the working group can come back, inform the process so that we deal with right-sizing of the jail, so that we deal with design issues, so that we deal with funding issues, whether we should keep with the per diem concept that we have at the rate that we have, which may not be a best practice, so that we deal with some of the forward-thinking measures that various members of the criminal justice coordination bodies have been looking at to try to reduce the number of people that are incarcerated, focus on violent crimes as opposed to minor crimes and misdemeanors, and also rehabilitation. The issue of mental illness, of course, will not be forgotten in this discussion, and a provision for quality mental health services in lieu of just locking people up is certainly one of the things that's going to be in the forefront of this discussion. So all of these issues that have been addressed today about the reform of the criminal justice complex will be brought to this discussion, will help inform the decisions made. But as I think the sheriff has very clearly stated, he can't turn people away from his jail. So he's got to make sure that the other members of the criminal justice system work with him to arrest only people who should be arrested, to make sure that the legislative bodies only make offenses worthy of arrest when policy and best practices dictate so that judges have alternatives to pretrial detention where appropriate, so that there is a quick release when someone is eligible, when that is appropriate. All of those things need to be considered while we are deciding how to right-size the jail. And certainly, again, this is not all for the sheriff to decide yes or no he's going to have a certain size jail, because, again, he can't turn people away if they come to his door. It is up to us. It is up to the DA. It is up to the judges. It is up to the mayor. And it is up to NOPD to work hand in hand with them with him to make sure that our entire criminal justice system works.
Okay. For council members that want to speak, log in, please. I'm going to start. First of all, I think council members, I think this is the correct process to follow. For those that have spoken today, your voices are being heard. That's why this is being slowed down right now. All of us have great concerns about the reform of the criminal justice system, and the best way to do it. That the best practice clearly is not just to over-incarcerate. That isn't working. We do that very well in New Orleans, but that hasn't worked here, and it hasn't worked anywhere else in the country. So we're slowing this process down before final approval is given on the ultimate bricks and mortar of our new jail. We need to have this working group work diligently towards an outcome that would be best for the city of New Orleans and best for the community and the residents that are affected. We need to look at all of the issues that have been articulated today before final action is taken. But I want the public to know that this is a process that is going to have much thought into it. It is going to hear the voices of the various stakeholders, either directly or certainly indirectly, communicated to the working group. We will be working with the administration and the mayor on this before any final action is taken by the council. We share a lot of the concerns that have been expressed during the course of the morning.